Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Samantha and I am one of the clinicians from Uplift Center for Grieving Children. So today we're going to be reading a short story, and the story is called Alma and How She Got Her Name. The author of the story, her name is Juana Martinez-Neal. And then after we read the story, there is a short activity at the end if you'd like to stick around and do that with me. Okay, so get comfortable, find a cozy spot, and then we will go ahead and get the story started. Alma and How She Got Her Name. Alma Sofia Esperanza Jose Pura Candela had a long name. Too long, if you asked her. My name is so long, Daddy, it never fits. Come here, he said. Let me tell you the story of your name, then you decide if it fits. Sophia was your grandmother, he began. She loved books, poetry, jasmine flowers, and of course, me. She was the one who taught me how to read. I love books and flowers, and you too, Daddy. I am Sophia. Esperanza was your great-grandmother, he continued. She hoped to travel, but never left the city where she was born. Her only son grew up to cross the seven seas. Wherever her sailor son went, so did Esperanza's heart. The world is so big. I want to go see it, Daddy. You and me together. I am Esperanza. Jose was my father, Alma's daddy said. He was an artist with a big family like many people had back then. Early each morning he walked to the mountains and the plazas to paint everyday life. Sometimes I went along. Your grandfather taught me to see and love our people. I wake up early every day and I draw a lot too. This morning I drew a kitty cat for you, Daddy. I am Jose. Pura was your great aunt. She believed that the spirits of our ancestors are always with us, watching over us. When you were born, she tied a red string around your wrist, a charm to keep you safe. Hello, Pura. It's me, Alma. Candela was your other grandmother. She always stood up for what was right. I am Candela. I love the story of my name. Now tell me about Alma, Daddy. Where does that come from? I picked the name Alma just for you. You are the first and the only Alma. You will make your own story. Alma Sofia Esperanza Jose Pura Candela. That's my name, and it fits me just right. I am Alma, and I have a story to tell. And that is the end of our story. On this page is a note from the author, and the author says her name is Juana Carlota Martinez Pizarro. Her father named her Juana after his mother, Juana Francisca. Her mother chose the name Carla to honor the memory of her uncle Carlos. Her father was a man of decision, so when it was time to register her birth, he changed Carla to Carlota on the birth certificate. He was convinced that Juana Carlota was the mighty name he wanted for his daughter. Thanks to that change, the author got stuck with what she thought was the most old-fashioned, harsh, ugly, and way too Spanish name in all of Lima, Peru, where she grew up. Little did she know that later on, after she moved to the United States, it would feel unique and remind her every day of where she came from. So what is the story of your name? What story would you like to tell? Thank you for joining me for the activity, and the activity that we are going to do today is we are going to make a memory book for the holidays. We got this activity from the National Alliance for Children's Grief. For this activity, all you need is some paper, something to write with, colors, crayons, markers if you have them. So step one, the first step is you are going to fold your paper in half. Once your paper is folded in half, the next step is to decorate your title page. So on your title page, you're going to draw a picture or write something that reminds you of your person. So the title page is your cover page of your book. So on my cover page, I drew something that reminds me of my person. Some ideas for the cover of your book might be something that reminds you about your person, or maybe your person's name and a picture of them, or maybe a feeling that you're having about your person right now. Your cover page can be absolutely anything that you want it to be. Once you have finished your cover page, you're going to open your paper up and you're going to have two pages on the inside. So on page 1 and page 2, like I show in the picture here, on page 1, you're going to draw a picture or write about the last holiday that you got to celebrate with your person. Maybe it wasn't a holiday. Maybe it was an anniversary. So maybe it was a birthday. Maybe you went to somebody's wedding together. Maybe it was a christening. So the last holiday or celebration or anniversary that you got to be with your person, you're going to draw a picture of that or write about it. Take your time, and you can pause me until you are ready to go to the next bit of this activity. Once you're done with page 1, you're going to go to page 2. And on page 2, we are going to draw or write about a gift that our person gave us. Now, I think when we hear about the word gift, we think about gifts like presents, something that came wrapped up and maybe we got it for a birthday or for a holiday. I also want us to think about the gifts that don't come wrapped up. So gifts like character traits. In the story that we read, Alma got a lot of gifts from the people in her family that had died. Her name was one of those gifts. So she shared her name with people in her family that had died, and that is a gift that they had given her. She also shared some character traits with some of the people in her family. So she liked to draw like her grandfather, and that was a gift that he had given her. She liked to read like her grandmother, and that was a gift that she had gotten from her grandmother. So when you're thinking about gifts that your person gave you, I also want to encourage you to think about character trait gifts, as well as gifts that maybe you did give for a birthday or a holiday. Remember, you can always pause me as we're doing this so you can take your time if you're not ready for this part yet. Once you finish the previous page, so the page with the traits or the gifts that your person gave you, you're going to close your book, and on the back page, you're going to write your author's note. So you're going to write or draw a picture about anything you would like to say to your person, or something that you would like people to know about your person if you ever share this book with them. So thank you for joining me for that activity. I hope that you enjoyed it, and you can always continue to add pages to this book as the holiday goes on, as the days continue. If you're thinking about your person or you just think about something else that you want to add, please feel free to do so. You just need to fold more sheets of paper and then you can slide them into your book. So thank you again, and I hope that the rest of your holiday is whatever you need it to be.